Welcome back to another SCP reading, dear researchers. Today we're going to be reading SCP-440, Sand-Based Ecology. Now without further ado, item number SCP-440, Object Class, Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. As of 6/19, the majority of SCP-440 in existence is located inside Large-Scale Wilderness Observation Dome, LSWOD. Standard LSWOD security protocols apply, and all observers and items placed inside the dome are to be completely sanitized of SCP-440. The bottle in which SCP-440 was first discovered, hereafter referred to as SCP-440 Prime, is currently located in a security cabinet on site. Description: SCP-440 is a sample of fine grain sand grain of approximately 90 micrometers, that is chemically identical to typical silica-based sand. Its only difference is that it functions as if it were in a microgravity environment, regardless of the gravitational forces acting upon it. SCP-440 was found in a small glass bottle with no label on it, filled with a viscous fluid that, presumably, weighs down SCP-440 and prevents the grains from touching. SCP-440 is capable of giving this property to other samples of sand, essentially transforming it into SCP-440 itself. And footnote here: sands with a particle size of greater than 1 millimeter do not gain this ability. The process governing this conversion is believed to be based on contact, requiring SCP-440 to be introduced into a sample of unconverted sand via compressed air. The rate of conversion from basic sand to SCP-440 is also unknown, but it is understood that approximately 30% by mass of seed sand does not convert. When SCP-440 reaches specific levels of concentration within an environment, an SCP-440-based ecosystem forms. Because all SCP-440-based objects, environmental and sapient, are in consistent gravitational freefall, there is less evolutionary pressure on gravity-defying traits. Experiment log 0310. In examination booth number 6642, 2 grams of SCP-440 injected into 4 liters of fine-grained sand via air-powered hose. 0318 of the same year. Sand to SCP-440 conversion ceases. Approximately 1.2 liters of sand remains unconverted. Small, 0.5 to 1 centimeters, nodules of SCP-440 appear floating aimlessly in the enclosure. 430 of the same year. Request to expand experiment approved by O5 Command to examination room number 6135. 12 liters of fine-grained sand added to the room. 510 of the same year. 3 liters of fine-grained sand remains unconverted. Larger rocks, average size 10 centimeters, float through the enclosure. First discovery of SCP-440-based life occur, hereafter referred to as SCP-440-1. SCP-440-1, colloquially called dust bugs, are 6 centimeter entities somewhat resembling brine shrimp. Specimens of SCP-440-1 spend their lives using their rough teeth to shear off sections of rock for consumption. Study of SCP-440-1 specimens reveal they are composed entirely of undifferentiated SCP-440. Experiment transfer to animal enclosure number 42 approved. and enclosure is reseeded with liters of fine-grained sand. 6, 7 of the same year. Floating rocks, average size 41 centimeters, compose the majority of the enclosure. SCP-440-1 population increases dramatically, kept in check by a new entity type, hereafter SCP-440-2. SCP-440-2 are 75-centimeter-long entities resembling rock cephalopods, using their tentacles to push themselves off the environment to move. They are dubbed Roctopods by staff. After much deliberation, O5 Command ordered Animal Enclosure Number 42 shipped to the current site for expansion purposes, owing to that site's unused large-scale wilderness observation dome. As with the previous transfer, approximately of fine-grained sand was placed in the dome. 919 of the same year. Rocks and environment have an average size of 6 meters. Populations of SCP-440-1 and -2 have grown as projected. Over the past week, 4 instances of a new apex predator, SCP-440-3 sand snakes, are documented. SCP-440-3 are 1.5-meter long entities with a snake-like body and a mouth shaped like a conventional rock crusher. 2 SCP-440-3s are killed before reaching full maturity, one from another SCP-440-3, another from attacking a group of SCP-440-2s. The survivors established a territorial system within the Elswad. It is assumed that SCP-440-3 specimens are composed of SCP-440, but capturing an SCP-440-3 sample has proven difficult, owing to hostility by SCP-440-3s. 10-8 of the same year. Permission to seek expansion from the environment denied by O5 Command. Additional data. SCP-440 Exploratory Log A and B on 6-7 and 9-10. Additionally, there is a detailed examination of the SCP-440 Ecology by Dr. Z.J., but the file is currently processing. SCP-440 Exploratory Log A. Exploration number 440A, Animal Enclosure number 42. Explorer D23467. TOD 6-7. Due to an increase in airborne SCP-440 concentrations preventing external viewing, D23467 was sent into AE number 42. D23467 is equipped with a standard Foundation NBC suit with respirator, a flashlight, and a canister of compressed air. Airlock. Outside environment doors locked. Enclosure door open. You may now enter the enclosure. Have a safe and pleasant day. D23467.
Command, can you hear me?
Doctor.
Loud and clear, Delta. What can you see from the airlock? Not much, Command. The door's opening kicked up a bunch of this floating sand stuff.
Sounds of compressed air firing.
Booyah. Command, I see a bunch of rocks floating around. Lots of sand blowing around. None of the rocks are close, though. Into the enclosure, Delta. Report what you see. Sure enough, Command.
It's not that. Oh,
Jesus. Report, Delta?
oh, sorry.
Nothing serious. I have to walk very slowly and carefully. I guess a lot of this floaty stuff eventually lands on the sand, because Every step I take kicks it up. I have to, I don't know, goose step to make sure I'm not kicking up plumes of this crap behind me. You sure this place is safe, Command? Completely safe, Delta. Proceed at will. We'll have some stationary objects a few meters in front of you. We'd like you to examine them for us. Very well, Command. Do you guys pump into here from vents or something? No, Delta. Why do you ask? Well, this stuff floats around, right? There's currents of this stuff, Command, like little floating rivers. It's sort of pretty, but wouldn't it just sort of, I don't know, disperse like clouds or something? Unknown. Have you seen any stationary objects? It was walking through one of the rivers. I felt like walking through a really slow sandblaster. Oh, yeah, I found it. Man, that's weird. Report. It's it's like one of those big termite mounds you see in the desert back home, floating in the air. Command, this thing is chained to the ground with a thick string of sand. The big rock is around 30 centimeters round, 45 centimeters wide. It's got those bug things, SCP-440-1, on it, scurrying around. It's like it's spinning a bit, bobbing a little. I thought you said this stuff floats, Command. How the hell is it not floating? That's why you're in there, Delta. You're the boss, Command. Gonna try and get to the end of the string. D23467 spends the next 20 minutes attempting to reach the base of the object. Because of the erratic motions of the object, D23467 settles on lying prone and crawling towards the base. Because of the amount of SCP-440 this disturbs, this process required D23467 to wait for 440 to disperse repeatedly. Alright. Finally. Oh, wow. Report, Delta. I was wrong, Command. The rock isn't connected to the ground with sand. It's got a metric load of dust bugs keeping the whole thing from floating away. There's a few dozen of them in the sand here, holding on to a few more. Who are holding on to a few more? It's like those ants in the jungle that make bridges out of themselves for the rest of them. Oh, that's interesting. Looks like the bugs keep the big rock up top touching those sand currents. Maybe they eat. A loud crash is heard. Jesus! Delta, what happened? I think one of the floating rocks hit the bug chain, Command. I can't see shit. All I'm seeing is sand. Something shook this snow globe. Get me out of here. Where's the airlock? Negative, Delta. Try and get your bearings and let the 440 around you clear. Report, Delta. I was looking at the chain of these bugs, Command, and out of nowhere, fist-sized rock came out of nowhere and smacked into it in the middle. The bugs were pulverized, and then everything exploded. It didn't help that I got my white ass out of there in a hurry. Command, that wasn't one of those wooden rocks. Something threw it. What else do you have in this place? You told me about these bug things. What else is in here? That's why you're in there, Delta. Can you see anything? Bursts of compressed air are heard. Yeah, Command, a little bit. There's a cloud of Man, you got more than bugs in here now. I see three, I don't know, rocky squid things. Looks like we found our chuckers. They have their tentacle things around the main dust bug rock. D- Do I have to get closer? I can't see from here, but yes, Delta, get as close as possible. I'm the one who's seeing squids made out of sand, command, so I'm going to get as close as I feel like. Looks like these squid things are breaking up the rock the bugs lived in, command. I'm not sticking my hand near 'em, but my guess is they are eating the thing. Sounds like a rock in one of those crusher things. Bugs look like they're trying to fight back, but it ain't working. I'm no scientist, but my guess is the squids do the rock chucking thing, surprise the bugs long enough to do their job. Oh, Christ, command. There's more of these things. What things, Delta? Those rock chain things. I didn't see them before. Too much dust floating around. I guess these dust bug hives or something. I can see at least 6 of these things in here, but I'd have to walk more to get through some of the sand currents in here. I see a few more groups of rock squids, too, flying around. Christ. The squids are done with the bug rock. They see me, command. Permission to withdraw. Negative Delta. See what they want. Yeah, easy to say that, you asshole. You're not the one about to be. They're just watching, using some of the rocks around me to circle around me. They don't have eyes, or at least ones that I can see. They look about 70 centimeters long, all told. It's like someone made an octopus out of rock. Command, but how the hell is it so fluid? Rocks don't. Rocks don't. Just sprayed me with sand, command. I can't see right now. Squids do that with ink. I guess these things do with sand. Sounds of compressed air. Oh, thank God they're gone now, command. Permission to return to the airlock. I'm run out of air in this thing, and I'm not going to get caught in another dust storm without enough air. D23467's return to the airlock was uneventful. As per standard procedure, D23467 stripped inside the airlock and was decontaminated of all SCP-440 grains, and returned to D-Class dormitories. SCP-440 Exploration Log B. Exploration Log Number 440B, Large-Scale Wilderness Observation Dome, Elswad. Site: Explorers, B6335 Lead. Add a footnote here. D6335 was promoted from D-Class ranks on 10/2 by order of O5 Command. A highly unorthodox decision, O5 Command cited D6335's pre-incarceration history of hunting large game and repeated successes interacting with SCP-440 and its denizens made him vital to understanding and containing SCP-440. As the exact terms and scale of his promotion are currently under consideration, he has been given the interim title of Beta Class. D58243. On 9/30, subject D24573 was lost during an excursion. His last communication was "Gotcha." B6335 and D58243 were sent into the Elswad in order to determine the fate of D24573. Following the signal from D24573's suit, the two have made an uneventful trip so far.
B6335.
Stay closer, boy. Something's different.
D58243. Stop with that boy shit, Beta. None of those roctopods around. And the air is clear.
I'll stop calling you boy when you pay attention. 442s are curious buggers. They don't attack, but they always follow us around, watching. Only one reason you wouldn't see a roctopod swarm following behind us. There's something out there that they don't want to be a part of.
Uh-huh. I've got $10 on that idiot Delta died trying to take a piss on a dust bug nest. Beeping noises are heard. Looks like he's behind that sandy current. Come on.
Slow down, Delta. I don't like this. Look at the motion in that cloud. You ever see a sound flow like that? Too damn fast, too wide.
And a footnote here. Specimens of SCP-440 1 live in hollowed out floating rocks chained to the floor via ladders of SCP-440 1. Colonies undulate consistently, collectively agitating the ambient SCP-440 into tight jet streams of SCP-440. No, I don't give a shit. We find 24573's body, I get a pardon. That's the rules.
No. The rule is you don't do a damn thing until I tell you. Understood?
Get the fuck off me! Why the fuck should I listen to you, old man?
Because you might not have noticed it, but that sound flow is now completely surrounding us. Command, are you picking this up?
Doctor? Loud and clear.
These aren't octopods.
First name is redacted.
Whatever took Delta, I believe it's now hunting me and the kid here.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Quiet. Command, I have no visual on what's causing this sound flow, but if I had to wager, it's circling us, agitating the ambient SCP-440 into a funnel. Ready-made ambush. No need to corner your prey. Just surround it in sand that'll never fall down, and you've cornered it yourself. Clever girl. Hey, where are you?
Fuck this! Fuck this! Fuck this! The sound of sand buffeting D58243's suit, followed by a grinding noise, then sounds of D58243 struggling and then screaming.
Command. I now have visual on what I believe killed Delta 24573. Three of them. Hope you don't mind if I don't save the kid. It was just looking at him, and he punched it. Instincts. Stupid kid. Stupid.
Understood, Beta. Can you describe what you're seeing?
Large suckers, cylindrical. Two of them, I'd say, are around maybe 1 meter long, front to back. Third one is bigger, 2 meters or so. Snake-like. Their torsos look like the spine of a T-Rex skeleton, made out of stone, interlocking, very fluid movement. The head, stupid kid. The head looks like a standard floater.
And a footnote here, the informal term for the large rocks composed of coalesced SCP-440 that float aimlessly in the enclosure.
Didn't get a really good look at the thing's mouth before the kid punched it, but it reminded me of a wood chipper intake. The little ones are playing with the kid now. Big one is just watching. If I had to guess, I'm looking at an alpha creature with two immature specimens. Training to hunt, maybe? I don't think I can. Oh, fuck me.
Beta? Report!
Big one decided to swim over to me command. Maybe an arm's length away. Mouth is definitely like a wood chipper intake. No eyes that I can see. It's amazing how fluid this cutie is. It's completely silent except for when it spins up its teeth. I guess that's how it vocalizes. Sir, I don't think these beauties are actively hostile, sir. The kid switched from flight to fight. I guess one of the little ones did too. Can't really blame them. Oof.
Sounds of crashing are heard. Beta!
I'm fine. A big guy just knocked me a ways back with his tail. Guess I was. Oh, well, would you look at that? Found what's left of D24573, sir. Oof. If I had to guess, the big rock snake wanted me over there and I was moving.
What's his condition?
Did. Helmet broke. Must have choked on the 440 floating around. No damage to his body, though. Suit is all fucked up. The corpse is hunched over something. I'm going to slide the body. Oh. You idiot. You goddamn idiot. They sent you here to observe, not violate.
What did you find?
It looks like Delta 24573 was holding onto a tiny version of one of those snakes. Bastard must have thought the parents wouldn't have cared if he tried to take one. Fucking idiot. The groups, the hunting. These snakes are pack animals, Command. Did the Foundation authorize this?
Sorry, Beta, you're not staff yet. Off the record, though, I doubt it.
And a footnote here.
At no time did the Foundation authorize the capture of any SCP 440 3. It was not until this exploration that the species were known to the Foundation.
Whatever. Are we done here? I don't think the snakes will attack again, but I don't want to be in their nesting areas anymore, if that's alright with you. I've got no interest in reinforcing the idea to these lovelies that us apes are threats. Any more than we already have, that is.
B6335 was allowed permission to leave, and reported being observed but unmolested by 4 instances of SCP 440 3. 5 meters from the airlock, he discovered the corpse of D58243, who had tried to crawl away. As per standard procedure, both B6335 and D58243 were stripped and decontaminated of all SCP-440 grains. I wonder what would happen if this kept growing. Or perhaps if this was released into a desert or some such. Either way, thank you very much for coming, dear researchers. It has been an honor reading for you. Good luck out there, and I hope to see you all next time.